very sudden. I like it. Just a the song. It's gone. Right. Okay. Hello. 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 I don't know how I sound. It's a new mic. Well, it's the same mic. It's the same mic, but it's a new mic. It's a new old mic. Right. I don't know how I sound. I'll be honest. I've now got the thing rigged so that I can hear my voice back, but it's in real time, so it doesn't sound like I'm. If you've ever put the thing on that lets you hear your audio back, then it sounds like you're talking over somebody, so you kind of stop talking because it's weird. But it doesn't do that with this. I'm really throwing you into the deep end here. You probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but it's not a thing, so you don't have to worry about it. I know the best. Right. How you doing, guys? Yeah, hoi hoi, fucking hell. New year, 2017. Thought it was 2018. I don't know whether 2017 didn't even fucking happen as far as seriously. I honestly thought it was 2018 this year. I don't know what. I guess that's how good 2016's been. It's like I've had to skip a year. It's taken twice as long as the normal year, and we're also getting some. There you go. This is why we test things, because I'm getting some popping there. There you go. If I actually talk into the pop, I also sound a lot better now. Oh, when I talk into the pop filter anyway, I don't know. Maybe I should just talk lower. I might actually be a bit quiet, so do feel free to, punch me square between the eyes if I am a bit quiet there. You're going to hear some scraping, I'm afraid. There we are, just some tiny... The weird pop filter that I've got for this. I've got a new shock mount for the mic and everything like that. I've changed mic arms. The setup's changed quite a bit since I last checked in with you. So that's, yeah. I don't know. Should be alright. Alright. Do. New Year's, new memes, that's right. Brand new memes. 27 I've got high hopes for 2017's memes. I've got really high hopes. Alright, I'm too quiet. Am I too quiet? I'm too quiet. Let me see what I can do about that. And again, this is all gonna be in the name of science, I think, is the right phrase. Right. And the microphone's at 100%, which means it's the gain thingy. You're gonna watch me transition over to this side now. There you go. I'm going around the side of the mic. Should sound a bit weird now. So if I turn up this little yoki here on the back, it should make me louder. That's the plan. How about that? Is that any better? That could be better. That might be better. You might also be picking up a bit more background noise, and that again is because I had this whole noise gate smoother thing, and in sort of classic sort of Quebec troubleshooting, I've not done anything to prepare for this stream in any sense. About all I've done is update Darkest Dungeon, and that's actually going to be the focus of today's stream. Would you believe? I'm going to play some dankest dungeon dank. So yeah, hopefully this doesn't sound too scratchy or too ropey, and we'll see what's going on. Okay, let's should I start the game? Oh, go on then. Go on, I'll start the game. Oh, might as well. So what have we got to lose? Could just talk. Let's just have a chat. Here's a clickbait. There's no Darkest Dungeon today. We're just going to talk about hats. Team Fortress 2 hats. I think that's what we'll talk about. You first. Right, okay, let's, where are things? You will get the occasional pop, because I don't know, what's going on. Nep, how you doing? Fuck you, Nep. Right, right, Dankest Dungeon. It still needs to update, apparently. Disk write error. What the fuck? Disk write error. Steam, no. Why you do this? Okay. Nobody panic. Oh, there's disk write error, according to this. No, it's totally fucked, would you believe? Can I play the game without writing the disk? Hello? 35 seconds, 0 seconds. An error occurred while updating the Darkest Dungeon. Disk write error. Deprograms... This is the live troubleshooting that you guys come to enjoy. I know it is. Let's put some music on in the background while I figure out what the fuck I'm doing. Right, okay, so, you see the Steam support site for more information. No. Okay. That sounds really weird. What the fuck? I'll tell you what, if we verify the integrity of the game cache before we update, surely that will help us out a little bit. Let's do that. It's not a big game, but we are live streaming. Oh no, there you go. It's just... I thought I was going to be consuming about, 99.99999% of my system resources, but we're okay, apparently. The integrity's going well. This disk write error is more integral than the setup of my live stream at the minute. It is all over the shop. I've got things open in things and other things. I just had to take for some of you that are loaded in early, you might have seen that the old logo still had the Christmas hat on. I'm that guy that leaves his Christmas decorations up until where are we? The 8th of January. That's me. So yeah, that's the hat's gone. I was going to do some live streaming over Christmas, but then I got drunk. There was a lot of drinking. I'm surprised I'm alive on the other end. So that's fine. I'm happy. I made it. We made it. Let's be honest. Over the course of the Christmas period, 2016 nearly claimed another celebrity. Not me. Yeah, just that's me. As a celebrity. Yeah. So okay. Sorry. Steam valid. Okay, so that wasn't what I was expecting to find. Validating Steam files 100%. 1,814 files failed to validate and will be reacquired. See, so basically my whole game's corrupt. What the fuck happened? What? 1,800 files failed to validate. Well, I think we found the source of our problem. I'm glad I put the music on. This would have been terribly, terribly boring. I think it really lifts it up. Do you think? It's good music. Tharsis is the game this is from. Let's read chat. And what else have I got to do? Right. Oh god, Max wants his Armino. For some reason, I don't know why, Armino became such a popular thing that for some reason it is on Twitch's copyright. I'm gonna block you, fam, music, which just seems totally asinine to me. I don't know why. Armino of all things, the internet song almost is up there with the Crazy Frog. Came for the boys, stayed for the beats. Oh yes. By the way, you got Soulstealer Vein. You don't even want to know how much money I spent on those boxes, based on the fact that I spent about 60 quid and got one gemstone. Maybe I'm just really unlucky, but yeah. No, I got about that's unfair. I got about 2 or 3. But yeah, I don't want to know actually, right? Well, to be fair, it couldn't be nearly as much as I spent on getting this bloody shock mount, because when I bought this new mic arm, because my old mic arm was attached to the shelf up here, and it was fine. And then I bought this new mic arm because the Blue Yeti microphone, if anybody's ever thinking of getting one, it's fucking heavy. It's so heavy. Like 10-pound microphone arms just cannot physically keep up with this. It's just too damn heavy. And when you add the shock mount to it, the Blue Yeti shock mount, it weighs about the same as a collapsed star. So you need to have a really good mic arm, and even now this one's struggling to hold the weight of this rig, and this was like a 60 quid mic arm. It's really expensive. It's really expensive, but I had to get all of this stuff anyway, so it was an eventual upgrade. For all of those who are really enjoying the small talk and the fact that I'm trying to delay that there's a catastrophic error with the game that is slowly sorting itself out over the course of the next few minutes. Don't worry, we're 86% complete. We're nearly there. We have just gone to 90% while talking, so you don't have to put up with me much longer. You can shut up and we can play the game. Yeah. Get an audio. Oh yeah, the Audio Technica 2020. It was one of those ones. I was tempted because I've actually replaced the microphone. I had a Blue Yeti before. Obviously, I've used a Blue Yeti for the last year for some of the older folks on here, some of the granddads like Ray and Max and so on. You'll know that I've used the Blue Yeti for quite a while. It's just that it's had a year of me talking into it, and it was a bit battered, to be fair. It's been through a few mic stands and things like that, and it was just a bit battered and bruised. So I got another Blue Yeti. This one's sort of nice and fresh. It's now up on, it's installed correctly, and I should imagine this would last me a lot longer because it's not going to be fucked up or anything like that. I don't have an opportunity to fuck up the mic jacks on it. So, right, what am I doing? I don't know. Darkest Dungeon? Is that done? Are we done? I think we're done. I think we're alright. There we go. We've installed Darkest Dungeon. Thanks very much for watching. I'm going to go now. That was the live stream. Yeah, Darkest Dungeon. 1 minute played. Last played in April of the year just gone. Or 2017 was a fake year. It's 2018 now, obviously. So yeah, 2016, over a year ago. Last year, I can now say last year. It was last year. So yeah, it's been a while. I haven't played this. I haven't played this since last year. Just sounds way longer. So yeah, let's jump in. Let's kill the chillaxing game music. There's one phrase you will never hear on my streams is the phrase smooth transition. It's a lie. It's a con. There's no such thing. And I've also managed to open Darkest Dungeon behind.
Ruin has come to our family.
Oh no! Hang on! Oh, help!
You remember?
No! I'm going to close it and then I'm going to make it. I haven't even got a scene for it. I haven't even put a scene in OBS. Darkest Dungeon. There we go. You're going to get the dark scene. I'm going to put up the thing right there. You're going to like this. You're going to like this. New people are going to like this. There we go. Oh yes. Oh yeah, there you go. That's the lost video capture. That's the thing that we default to whenever I lose video capture. It's just that I've not set it up yet. So yeah, that's the new one. Text. Lost capture. Oh yeah. Ah yes. That's what it's all about. Live editing. You get to see how these things are constructed. This is an educational experience. I hope you're enjoying it. What am I doing? Okay, let's actually, now that we've got that out of the way, let's actually add the game capture window for Darkest Dungeon. I can't believe I've not streamed Darkest Dungeon since I reset OBS. It's well, I haven't played it in like 8 months. That'll be why. Darkest Dungeon. And then we're going to put game cap in the thing. I don't know whether you can hear me typing or not. You might be able to. Again, I don't know what the thresholds are like on this microphone. It could be really bad. It might be really good though. So stay tuned. Specific window. Right now, in theory, and it is all in theory. I like to think that I've got some. I mean, I'm a professor, obviously, and I do a lot of thesis work, and this is one of my theses. Is I think theses is the plural thesi. I don't think it is. That sounds a bit silly. Okay. Okay, so in theory, when I load up the game now, I'm going to tab out, I'm going to change the capture. It's all going to be very, very smooth. You can barely notice it. And we're going to, we're going to transition into the game quickly now. No, come back. Yeah, come on. Properties, full screen application, specific window, darkestdungeon.exe.
Ruin has come to our family.
No? Yes! Hey, there we go. I was like, is it gonna do anything? Hello? Right, Stream Pro, main overlay. Overlay is gonna go on now. I don't think, I'm just gonna quickly tab to another thing just so I can see. Right, and the only thing that I haven't added is the noise gate capture thing, which can be done in the form of media source, mic noise gate smoother, so me cutting in and out isn't quite as bad. Now you can only see this. Let's reconnect that. Stream Pro overlay. That shouldn't conflict now. Right. Fingers crossed shit isn't broken anymore. That's what we're aiming for. That's the new high. Right. Campaign. Let's not worry. Okay. We're alright. If I bounce that off the side window, put that there, that's going to give me some version of chat. Ah, there you go. I've got pop-out chat. And I've got pop-out chat. All of these things that have been here for, I think, since the beginning of Twitch that I'm only just discovering. Pop-out chat. Look at that. It's like that meme. What is up, fellow children, with whatever his name. I can't remember his name. Right. Let's play the game. You actually wanted to see the game? We're 20 minutes in, and this is the first you're seeing of gameplay. This is how you know it's one of my streams. So, right, this apparently, and this is one thing, they did a major overhaul to the flow of the game. Alright, so for anyone that's only seen me play this or hasn't seen it back, I know Ed Berg played it recently, and it's only because Ed Berg played it recently that I've actually remembered this game existed. I'm a filthy leech for Ed Berg's top quality content. But yeah, it's the oh, there you go, the follow. It's working. Look at that, it's still working after so long. Right, it's yeah. Just so you know, you will be rang to death. It's going to be like an epileptic on a doorbell for the next however long, because all of the auto hosts have gone off. It's going to be great. Anyway, yeah, the flow of the game's been changed. Apparently, they've massively shortened the gameplay time with regards to sort of how long it takes to complete the game. Like before, it was like seriously, like 70 hours to complete the game, to get from the start of the game to the end, and they've cut it down to something like 30. So they've really knocked off a lot of game time, because apparently it was like really fucking like you would descend into the darkest dungeon trying to play the darkest dungeon, as in like you'd fucking go off the rails. It was such a long game. Which is the only reason I never really finished it, because it kind of lost interest. Now, it's actually deleted my old save, which means we have to start a new one. And I think No Name does this game justice, like Dankest. Dankest Dungeon. Dankest Dungeon. Look at that. What a save now. The epitome of creativity here on my live stream. That's what we're about. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Right. This is going to be our save. This will be the world that I take you into. I think there's a cutscene coming, so I'm going to shut up. You're going to get to enjoy this. Do let me know if the game's not loud enough.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors.
Oh, spooky. No, sorry.
So steel yourself, and remember, there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Oh, yes. That's fucking... Is it going to throw us in? The old road. Straight into a loading screen. No, I like this. No kind of soft transitions. It's like, bam, loading screen. Suck on it. This is my kind of game. Right, the old road. With the stagecoach destroyed and the caretaker gone, you will have to make the journey to the hamlet on foot. And you have like a base of operations. The hamlet. It's all going to be very good. And it wants me to click or hold space. So I'm going to do what it says. This is how you progress. This is step one. This is the first puzzle. Look at that. Right then, so, welcome to the game. This is going to explain a little bit about it. I'm going to read through it and things like that, because I imagine a few of you are new to the Darkest Dungeon. You obviously won't have seen it. I imagine some of the auto-hosts have brought you here and you don't really know what's going on. So allow me to be your guide into the Darkest Dungeon. Right, you are currently in a room. It's a great way to open a sentence. To move forth, click on another room in the map, on the map display down here. The gameplay is quite simple. I'll show you what it's all about, and this will take you to the connecting hallway. Very simple concept. So down here, this is your map, and what you do is you basically just click. I mean, if you've seen a game called Hand of Fate. Like another indie game, how you move around isn't entirely dissimilar to that. Like you move from tile to tile to tile out, but unlike Hand of Fate, there are actually corridors in between those tiles that could have monsters and traps and goodies in that you might not find in an actual room. So we've got the knight here and the highwayman. Both have their own skill sets here. You can see that. Again, I'm going to best describe everything here, and it's again just to break down the interface. So yeah, 4 spells. It's League of Legends, but without an ultimate. They're just 4 spells. There's not necessarily an ultimate. And how it works is, you can see the 2 coloured buttons. You've got like a cream-coloured dot and a red-coloured dot. Now, the cream-coloured dots indicate what position in your party, because you can have 4 players, 4 champions, heroes, whatever you want to call them. You can have 4 of them on moving together in a party. The cream dots indicate that this champion, this player, has to be in position 1 or 2 to use this smite spell. and that spell can only target people in the first and second position. If I went with, for example, Zealous Accusation, again, first two positions, but it's actually a combined damage. I do damage to the first and second person, and then Bulwark of Faith is like a self-buff. Or Bulwark, sorry, not Bulkwood. It's like a self-buff, but I, again, can only cast it from the first and second position. The Highwayman here, with his light pistol shot, he can fire from the second, third or fourth position, not the first. He can't use his pistol in the first position, but he can hit the back three slots, and it's all very interesting. You're going to see how we play that into the game. This is their equipment. These are their base stats, and this here is the torch. It's actually got quite a radiant light. Yeah, it's got it's basically how you. I don't know how to describe it. There's light in the game. The lower the torch gets, the harder the enemies are to beat, but the better the reward of loot. I like playing with the torch turned up quite high for the most part. And if it goes out completely, it's like trying to play survival mode Fallout at the start of the game, start bollock naked. It is punishing. So, oh, there you go, some more popping there. Professional. Right, so yeah, we're going to jump through and get going. Just bear with me a moment. Alright, so let's have a look there. There you go. Sort some stuff out. Let's move to the next room. So just literally click on it.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
So yeah, use A and D to move down the hallway. You can click and things ahead of you and things like that. So this is how you transition between rooms. So we're just going to move down here. See if we've... Oh, there we go. An ambush. Okay, so he gets the first attack, and there's like speed in the game. Speed indicates how, who can attack first, and in this case, this guy has used it. Turn is, combat turn,
Combat is turn-based. On your hero's turn, click a skill icon, and then click on a highlighted target.
If you can't select a particular skill, it's because that hero, again, I've just explained with the whole cream dots and the red dots, that's how you target different, it's basically the same thing. Now, our Highwayman here has got more speed than our Crusader, our Knight, so he's actually going to take his turn first. This little yellow strip here, this little golden strip, indicates who has a turn left, and that's very important onto engineering a fight in your favour. So, we've only got two spells we can use from the second position, and that's Grape Shot, Blast, and Open Vein. And again, I won't talk quite as much about the spells in the future, but this is, again, just entry level. Now, the Grape Shot Blast is good against multiple targets. As you can see, it hits positions 1, 2, and 3, but when you're only fighting one enemy, it's a bit pointless, because as you can see, it only has a base accuracy of 80. If it was a base accuracy of 100, then it would be very likely to hit them. It's not guaranteed to hit, because it's based on the enemy's dodge chance, but the accuracy of Grape Shot Blast, with only an 80% modifier, means that it's more likely to miss. The damage modifier is minus 60%, which means you're only doing 40% damage, which is a huge damage debuff, but obviously the perk is, obviously you get blanket fire, and you get 7% less crit chance, so using this on one man is crazy. So we're instead going to use Open Vein, and that's got 85% accuracy. Again, it's not the most accurate thing in the world. It's actually got 15% less damage, but it actually gives him a chance to bleed, and it's again 100% success rate to bleed based on their resistances and things like that. That percentage is actually lowered, but it gives me 2 points of bleed per round. So every round, when everybody uses their turn, that's a round, and that gives me 2 hit points of bleed for 3 rounds. And it actually lowers the enemy's bleed resist by 20%, so they can, you can stack up bleeds on them, I think. No, in fact, I don't think you can stack bleeds, but you can stack blight, which is poison, but we'll get more on that in a minute. So let's use Open Vein on him. So the Highwayman hits him for 8 and stacks his bleed and lowers his bleed resistance, and because obviously he's used his turn, it's now the turn of the Knight. Now he's only got, if I mouse over him, you can see there on sort of the bottom right-ish that he's only got 4 HP, which is virtually nothing. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to go for a stunning... do we need to go for a stunning blow? I think we're going to go for a stunning blow, just purely in the name of caution. Now, we could more than likely kill him with Smite, which is a really sort of good smack him in the face. That is the hit him with your fucking sword spell. That's like just smack him in the nose kind of spell. But on the off chance that we don't actually kill him or we miss, and we might miss because these Highwaymans have actually got alright dodge chance, So we're actually going to just smack him in the nose. There you go. But he's resisted the stun. Okay. But it's... okay, that's fine. So we resisted the stun. He resisted... which I wasn't anticipating, to be fair. It's a bit RNG in that sense. So he resisted the stun. But because our Highwayman has now got higher speed than him, as you can see, he's got a speed of 7 down here. He's got +2 on a quirk. He's actually able to take his turn before the Highwayman, which means we can just go in to open his vein again.
Their formation is broken.
And he's done for. There you go. So again, the combat, you can take your time with the combat. It's turn-based, you can engineer it and things like that. It's definitely better to be safer than to do more damage. If you can proc stuns, then that's better, because that gives you a free turn of not taking damage. It basically, if there's 4 enemies and you stun 2 of them, on that turn the enemies only get to hit you twice rather than 4 times. That can really help out in bad situations, because it keeps your health bars full. Keeping the health bars full over the course of a dungeon means that you don't have to spend as much gold rehabilitating people afterwards. There's less stress, because stress is a factor in this game. So yeah, loads of stuff. And obviously this is explaining items, and you find them after like victories and things like that. So that guy had 100 gold on him. We're going to take it all, and it goes into our inventory slot. Right, let's keep traversing to the right. And we find a tent of sorts here. Now we can click on this. Interactive objects. While exploring, you will often find interactive objects. Press click or W to investigate them and take a look in this tent. Let's take a look. Clearly where the ambush is camped. Let's check inside the tent. They left valuables.
Laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Yes, thank you for talking. So basically there's a jade in here, which...
Unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places.
Yes, thank you. So 50 gold in here and a jade. Jade takes an inventory slot. Gold can be stacked into stacks of 500. This is worth 250 gold, as you can see it's in its description. So I've essentially got about 400 gold here in all. So now we're at the end of the road, and we press W to go through the gate. The torch has lowered, which means we get higher scouting, higher stress, but we also have a good chance of surprising them. So here we go. We've got a boss room.
Send these vermin a message.
Right, so
Owner has returned.
he gets his first shot off.
No longer
He goes for like a grape scatter shot. We've both been debuffed and we both take damage. Our dodge chances have been reduced for 2 rounds, which means we're less likely to dodge the next attack, and that'll be from this big fucker. So, what we're going to do, we're going to open vein on this guy. This is a good opening attack. Now you can see that they've actually switched positions because they were surprised when they entered the room. The enemies actually surprised us rather than us surprising them. So I think the most important thing that we can do is actually start stacking bleed here. So we're going to straight away go for open vein on the big fucker, because we can't hit the guy at the back just yet. It was a miss. That's rather unlucky. So instead what we're going to do, because that was a miss, that's not very helpful to us, we're going to go for the stun. Stunning blow. We're going to try and stun this guy so he misses his turn. That's going to be the plan here. Straight in the face. Low damage, but we get the stun, and you'll see his turn is consumed, but he now gets high buff resistance, basically. He gets another grape shot from the guy at the back. Very annoying. Right. Oh, I don't want to have to do that to that guy. We need to start stacking bleed. I'm actually going to take this opportunity to switch places here. In fact, it's a bad idea. I've got to open a vein first before I switch places. The bleed's on. Good amount of damage. Now, we can't do anything here. We're going to mark a target, and we're going to self-buff for 25%, which is going to give him 25% protection. Yeah. In fact, let's just switch positions, because we need to get this guy at the front. He's going to go in for an attack on the Crusader here. He uses a pistol shot, hits him for 4 damage, and forces him back! Ugh. And we're going for the grape shot. This guy's got very high speed, so he keeps getting his turn cast first, which is rather annoying. We're going to go for a 12%... Yeah, we're going to self-buff this guy. We're going to get him to hit this guy. In fact, no, actually... he's got his bleed stacked, so we're going to use this guy's turn to switch back, and then we're going to get this guy to just fucking hit him in the nose. We're going to go for another stun, just so that he doesn't get to do a turn of damage to us. Hit him in the face. He's resisted the stun. Rather unfortunate. He's going in for a combo attack. The whip. Hits us both for 1 damage, low roll, but he hits us with stress damage. As you can see, stress measured by those little bricks at the bottom. It's actually quite an unforgiving first run. Now, this fucker at the back. You'll note that even though I can hit the first 2 positions with this one, I can't hit this guy at the back at all. And that's because this guy is 2 positions wide. He's like a boss, so I can't hit him both. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the pistol shot, and it does lots of damage versus a marked target, but this guy takes his turn first. So I'm just going to shoot this guy in the face and hopefully kill him. In fact, no, actually, maybe I should... In fact, maybe it might be more worthwhile just bursting this guy down in front of me. So let's go for the Grape Shot Blast. No, let's just go for Open Vein, I think. Minus 25, yeah, this does the most damage. 8 damage, puts him on not very much health. He gets another shot. Highwayman dodges, Crusader does not. He's bleeding. Let's actually go in for a Smite. How much damage does Smite do? Does 6 to 12. 6 to 12 hero damage. There's a small chance we could one-shot him. And it might almost be worth it. Go on. Shit. Okay. Low chance, but the bleed has consumed him. So that leaves this guy now. And this should be pretty fucking straightforward. We should just wail on this guy. Because this guy's been moved to the first position, he won't be able to use his ranged spells quite as much. As you can see, he's used a ranged spell. So it shows what I know. We're just going to just smack him over the head. There you go. And that actually lowers his stress as well, which is all fantastic. Well, seriously, what do I know? I'm just going to turn the game up a little bit for me. Again, let me know if I'm too loud, the game's too quiet or anything like that. It's going to be fantastic. Alright, see you later, buddy. Right. So, okay, let's see. So we got some anti-venom, we got 2 deeds, which you use to upgrade the hamlet, yada yada. Same for busts, and 100 gold. And now we get to open this chest. Don't think you're getting away from me that easily. No, I think this is a trap chest. I think this is intentionally a trap chest. It is intentionally a trap chest, so I ain't going to open it. So let's return to Hamlet. This is an example of a trap chest. It's always trapped. There's no alternative. So the quest reward is 5,000 gold. It adds up all of our collected treasure for the journey and collected heirlooms and so on and so on. Reynold here, which is our Crusader, got the deadly buff, which is actually quite lucky. They don't usually get buffs. Usually you'll find that at the end of a dungeon, the roller coaster that it is, that they get buffs and debuffs. When they're yellow like this, they're buffs, so I get a +1 crit chance modifier. Usually they're red, which are debuffs that you have to pay a hell of a lot of money to get rid of. So in some cases, it's actually worth dismissing somebody rather than pay the huge amount of gold to make them better.
Such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
Yes, I am. Right, so he's going to show me all of the different areas at first. I'm just going to skip through most of this because I know what we were doing. So yeah, different areas, there's going to be different bits of dialogue and everything like that. So we're going to start with the graveyard.
Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
So it is Iron Man mode. When somebody dies, they go to the graveyard, and you can see who they were and how far they got and everything like that. And yeah, there's once you die, you go here basically, and this is our Hall of Fame, Hall of Shame is a better name for it. Let's go to another area of the hamlet. This is the stagecoach.
Soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses, all will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
Right, yeah, so we've just obviously cleared the road through the Dark Wood, which means new champions and heroes in the form of these guys. As you can see, we've already got a Crusader here, and we've already got a Highwayman, but there's plenty of other classes of player that can come in. Champion, person, hero, adventurer, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, plenty of them can come in. Cat Barnett, hello to you too. Can I lower the dinging volume? I'm afraid not. It's not something I have the capacity to do at the moment. At the very least, what I can do for you, I'm going to tab out to do it, is potentially, and it is potentially, oh yeah, there you go. I've raised the volume. Hopefully that's going to make the dings a bit less powerful. God, it was only on like 10% volume, Jesus. That's fucking low. Has Quebec been deafened by the pings? It's quite loud. Okay, I'll make the pinging stop. Right, I'll just cut the pinging out for the moment then. So if you do follow in anything like that, or if you do drop a donation, it's not going to flag up on the stream, which is a shame. But you know, again, I need to lower the pinging volume, which is fair enough. That's something I'll sort out. So if you do any of that, thank you very much. But it's no longer going to flag up on stream because it's too loud. Right. Let's see. Drag and drop them into the roster. So there's 2 people here, and you always get these 2 classes at the start. You get a a Vestal and a Plague Doctor. Plague Doctor.
What better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
Yeah, so you get a Vestal and a Plague Doctor.
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
She's like a battle cleric mage thing, and he's like a poison stacking beast if you build him right. So that's obviously what we're going to try and do. And then the last area that we're going to go to, I can't even remember.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Ah, right, okay. Oh god, there's a lot of noise. Ah, that's very loud. Okay, I'm just going to turn that down for you, and turn that down for me in separate instances. There we go. Yeah, so I'm actually going to replay the prologue, because that's the thing I had to skip at the start in order to get the scene to work. So I'm actually going to play the prologue again. This is the first intro cutscene before the one on the old road. Just to drink it in, just to give you some context. All right, and this is just a bit of story, just to get you up to speed, as it were.
Ruin has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal of antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity. Until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house. Opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
And that's like the intro prologue, yada yada. You get the idea. That's the whole point. The guy spent a long time fucking us over, basically, by spawning all of this shit that we've got to deal with. So. Right, we're going to embark on a quest, because that's all we can do. Reynold and Dismas here. I'm actually going to name these guys after people in the stream, eventually. So, yeah, if that's not a cause to come back. There won't be many of you that can be named. Obviously, as far as I understand, there's quite a few of you here at the moment. So, yeah, not all of you will obviously get a name. But, yeah, that's how it is. Just to give them, just to keep it a little bit interactive, as it were. So that will be done. In fact, should I do that now? Should I do that now? I suppose. Right. How the fuck are we going to do this? Very easy. Let me do that. Let me open it. Right. So what I've done at the moment is I've opened a raffle. This is one of the things that one of Moobot's features for the chat that I can abuse here, which is going to help. So if you want to grab one, I'm not going to do it class specific. You don't obviously get to choose a specific class or anything like that. I'm just going to pick you and shove you in a slot. So if you type in !raffle, then you'll have a chance of getting a slot. !raffle will obviously enter you into a draw, and then I can tab out and draw the name from a list of otherwise names. So yeah, that's how it's going to be done. That's the one. And Moobot's going to spam people going into the raffle and things like that. There you go, a wall of raffle. And that's all adding names into the raffle, and I'm going to let the tides of the damned sort of slow down for a little bit. And then we're going to pick 4 people, one after the other, and I'll probably take forever to type the names out because I'm a bit of a spastic, to be honest. Just a bit. Right, we're going to grab our first person. Let's see, let's draw. Kohnmeister. Good job, man. So you're going to be our Nighty Night fella. Can I just paste your name in? I seem to remember that I can't. Come on. Control. Okay, that doesn't seem to work. Control V? No? No. Control V actually makes a W. So let's go Kohnmeister. Kohnmeister. So you're our knight. We're going to draw another person. And again, this is going to be... So the doctor's going to freak out as and when I tab out. Let's draw another. Let's see. Forest 98... Yeah, 9898. Forest 9898. You're another person that gets to go in the dankest dungeon. You're going to be Dismas here. Forest 9898. You're our highwayman. Next one's for the... thingy would do hick here. The doctor's freaking out there because of how I'm tabbing out. Panthery? I'm not sure. I'm no longer announcing the names in the chat because the delay just makes it a bit weird. So Panthery, you're our plague doctor. Panthery. Have I done that right? Is it 2 R's? Yep, that's the one. And then last but not least, taking our Vestal, is going to be SPQR 4099. SPQR 4099. SPQR 4099. Lovely. So, this is our intrepid, our ragtag band of adventurers, and I'm just going to refer to you as the Plague Doctor and things like that, or Forest, or Cone, or Panth, or SPQR, Roman Legion, whatever. So yeah, that's how we're going to basically break it down, and there's the opportunity for more people to join as more people come in on the cart. And so, yeah, it's all flexible and things like that. But like I said, not many of you are actually going to get a chance to play. It's obviously a bit of a sort of a potluck thing whether you do. If you do, fantastic. If not, I apologise. So let's see what we're doing. Let's embark. Let's go on a quest.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
Oh yes. Okay, so this is the questing screen. This is where you choose who's going on the mission. So we're going to take Panth and the Vestal, the usual suspects. This is a classic dungeon group. This is a very good setup. Now, obviously, being sort of like the semi-tutorial, there's only one place we can really go. You don't want to go straight into the darkest dungeon with 2 level 1s and a level 0. I wouldn't recommend it. There's probably some hardcore players somewhere that have done that in the past, but I am not one of those people. People coming on the cart, foreigners coming in, eh? That's the one. These damn foreigners. Ah, yeah, something. Yep. Oh yes. Okay, so let's have a look then. We're going to go to the provision, which is the shop, before we move out.
Cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
He's very cheerful this far. Right, so there's a certain method to this that I can't remember the exact amount, but it's to do with what you bring. It's fairly simple. We've started with some holy water and some anti-venom based on what we found on the journey ahead of us already, so those have come for free. I'm going to keep them with us, but I'm not going to bring any more. I'm going to bring a stack of torches for light, and I'm going to bring a stack of food for food, would you believe? And then I'm going to bring a bandage and a key, and nothing else. I'm not going to bring any medicinal herbs, because I don't think I'll need any, and we're going to embark on our quest. So we're going to the ruins, our first expedition into the ruins of your ancestry. Be curious, and be careful. There you go. If you want to hire me for narrating, I'm not available for narrating. But if you would like to, I don't know. Anyway, let's see. The hero panel. Yep, we all know about the hero panel already. So this is our ragtag bunch of adventurers. I didn't actually customize them in any way, but they seem to have the basic spells that you need. Emboldening Vapors isn't actually that good. Incision, actually that good. But Plague Grenade is fucking great, and Blinding Gas isn't actually that good. So they don't have. He doesn't have the spell that I really wanted, which is the one that hits the first 2 positions. But that's fine. Vestal has got Divine Grace. That's the important one. Illumination. That's quite good. Dazzling Light, quite good. Judgment, pretty good as well. And we already know what these 2 have. Now there seems to only be one route, and that is up. It's quite a linear dungeon, so let's get moving on the road. Let's open our inventory. So this is one of these like event things that you can find. I know that this one gives me a free torch because I've played it before.
Measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
A stick with a rag around it is award beyond measure, apparently. So yeah, let's jump into our first room. We're going to light a torch just to keep our surprise high. As you can see, it's +2 for scouting, and scouting is like a random event. You have a small chance to scout. But then you get monster surprise +2, which is always good, which means you've got a good chance of surprising monsters when you find them. Did we surprise them? No, it's our turn first. That's fine. We're going to go for Grape Shot Blast just to stack some damage on the enemy first. 5 and a 3. Good AoE hit there. Plague Doctor can go in next. He's going to go for an Incision Strike on this front guy because he's more likely to kill him. Number 6. There you go.
Them no quarter.
So corpses are things that are left when they die in a certain way. That's alright. We're going to go for Dazzling Light and we're going to go for a stun. Yep, that's fine. We're going to try and stun him so he doesn't get his turn. That's fine. Was it a successful stun? Yes, it was. He loses his turn, well timed. And let's smack him over the head. Because he's unholy, we do a shitload of extra damage to him. 11. Fucking good roll that was. 15 gold. Now we get an
that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Yes, so we get an unlocked strongbox, so we can just plunge our hand in. We're going to open it with one of these 2 guys, because these both have stress damage of 20. These guys have only got stress damage of 7 and 1, so this guy's got the least stress. When your stress goes to 200, I believe. Yeah, when your stress goes to 200, you get a negative. You have a chance of getting it's like a 90% chance of getting a negative quirk, which is like that crit modifier chance that you saw at the start. You get a negative quirk, which will negatively impact the adventurer. But there's also like a 10% chance that you could actually get empowering. Like he gets so scared, he like rips his shirt off and goes full Braveheart. So yeah, that's pretty fucking sweet. All right, let's open the chest. The contents are ours. We get a shovel, 25 gold, and 2 busts. Not even too bad. In fact, the shovel is a thing I forgot. You actually really need a shovel. So it shows how long I've been playing this for. And we get our scouting minigame. So what scouting does is when you have really high torch levels, it gives you a chance to reveal rooms ahead. So the next room ahead is empty, because I recognise the symbol. There's a obstacle that we have to clear, which is a good thing that we got the fucking shovel, because otherwise we would have had to dig it by hand, and we would have lost 25% of our health for each player, and massive stress damage, so holy shit, never forget your shovel. There's actually some combat before the empty room, but over here we've got a battle room with Curio, which is like a battle room with like a mystery item in kind of thing. So yeah, you'll pick it up. So here's the rubble that we have to clear. Now that we've got a shovel, we can use.
Cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Yep, we can use our shovel to clear it for no damage. Let's rock and roll. Now remember, there's combat at the end of this, so we're going to make sure our torch is up, ready to surprise them. There we go. Sadly, no surprise. It's these guys first. Now, Plague Grenade, we can hit the woman at the back. She's got the most health. We're going to start stacking Blight on her. Blinding Gas is probably a good way to open this, just because Blinding Gas will stun her, and I know that she does a lot of stress damage, and obviously stress is bad. Stress is the thing that eventually kills your champion, because of the whole problem with having to get stress off of people. So we're going to go for the stun. Straight away. Low damage, she's stunned, she doesn't get her turn. Highwayman's going to go for a 3-man Great Blast Shot, because that's going to be a nice stack of damage. 2, 3, 5, very nice line of damage. We're going to go for our Vestal next, who's actually going to go in for another stun on this fella, I think. Yeah, we're going to go for a stun on this guy at the front. No damage, but the stun's successful. The guy in the middle takes his turn. 5 damage. He loses her turn. Now, the reason I stunned this guy, you'll see he's got a sword, this guy's got a club, he'll do a lot more damage with his sword. So I'm going to go for the smite, and I'm actually going to kill... I don't need to kill this guy, because he's going to lose his turn. So we're going to knock this guy out of the game completely.
With impunity.
So he loses his turn. It's now our turn again. This guy gets to go for a Grape Shot Blast, which I think I will do. Unless I want to go for a shot there, 4 to 8... Oh, fuck me, what the hell was that? fuck? Yeah, that scared the shit out of me. Oh, what the fuck? It's the box that my Yeti microphone came in. Where the fuck did that come from? Oh well, throw it over there. Fucking hell! I've soiled myself. We're gonna go for we could go for a ranged attack on her, but frankly it's a waste. So we're just gonna go for the grape shot blast, and the Vestal will finish them off. Good amount of damage. She goes in for a stress attack. She pushes him back, but he resists. He resists the push, which is fantastic. So you're gonna smack him in the head. Whoa! 20 damage. And if you crit for the kill, then it kills them. We're going to go for the incision now, just for the kill. Guaranteed to kill. 175 gold, not bad at all. This guy's got 0 stress now, only for the cost of 6 hit points. So that's really fucking good. That was well fought. Robbery on stream, yeah. So, like obviously the scouting said, this is an empty room, so it's got nothing for us. Now, this actually gives us the small trouble with having to double back on ourselves. So we're going to go for this treasure room first. And then we're going to go this way, we're going to go down, back up, because reversing back on yourself actually causes stress damage for whatever reason. And then we'll go to the end. So like I said, there's just an investigative thing here. Let's get him to open this. Yeah, here we go. The pack's contents is a skeleton key and a shovel. Fantastic. Because we don't have any shovels, because I'm a fucking idiot. Light a new torch, and head into this room. This is a battle, so hopefully we'll surprise them. Excellent. Yes, we got the surprise, which means they all lose their first turn. Sorry, they don't lose their first turn. We get to cast first. So all of us get to use our turns first. So let's go immediately for Grape Shot Blast. Get some AoE damage out. That hits all of them pretty hard. Let's go for... Oh, we could go for Blinding Gas, we could go for Emboldening Vapours. Let's go for just an Incision. Can we kill this guy with the Incision? Let's see. 3 to 6, it won't kill him, and skeletons do not bleed, so that's kind of a problem. Let's go for a Plague Grenade, because that will actually do a hell of a lot of blight damage to her. And that's actually doing 4 points of blight damage a turn. Now, if we get a good enough hit on her, Judgment, minus 20% damage modifier. If we do a good enough hit on this woman at the back, the blight will kill her next turn. So we need to hit 3 or above. Shit. There was a dodge. Okay, not great. Let's knock out the skeleton then, while we can. The skeleton obviously having the sword. This guy does a lot of damage, but we want to obviously try and kill someone. Because he's unholy as a skeleton, our hero damage you can see sort of at the bottom here on the right, underneath where it shows his HP. We do 7 to 13 damage because the Crusader here obviously is like a paladin and he does extra damage to unholy monsters. This guy being unholy means we're guaranteed to kill him with this hit. So let's knock him out the game.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Right, so she gets to cast her turn. She's going for a stressful incantation on the Vestal at the back. Does a lot of stress damage. And this guy goes for a melee hit on the guy at the front. 2 damage, but he bleeds. It's low. 1 point of damage. The blight consumes her.
Unforeseen.
Vestal, let's get the stun out so that he doesn't do another point of damage. It's a miss. Nothing on there. Right, let's go for the bleed. Let's get some damage stacked. 5. Good hit. Takes the bleed. 1 point of damage. He comes in for the hit. Hits the guy at the front again. 3 damage this time. Not a high hit, but enough. He is now debuffed. He's got a very high potential to be stressed. But the Highwayman here is going to be able to finish him off in one swing, I think. Yep, he's guaranteed to kill him.
Their formation is broken.
Done for.
Maintain
right,
the
we get a bust and we get some gold. And we have an heirloom chest, which we're going to use a skeleton key on because it will give us more stuff. There we go. The key unlocks a hidden compartment and we get some...
laden with loot are often low on supplies.
We're citrine, 50 gold, and a bandage. Which obviously we only brought 1 bandage with us, which means we can actually bandage this guy so that he doesn't lose another 2 points of health. Oh no, what's that? So it's 2 damage for 3 rounds. So that's 6 hit points. That will take him down to what, 16 health. So we'll just bandage him, and that gets rid of the bleed. So he doesn't lose quite as much hit points, which means we can plough on into the dungeon. It's all very good, this. Right. Let's rock and roll. We might have a hunger check at some point. Now, we haven't scouted up here, so I'm going to keep our torchlight up, just so we can surprise any monsters we might happen across. A trap, but the Vestal dodges it. Right, I'm not sure what's in this next room, but we're about to find out. Torchlight is high. No combat. Right, I think based on the fact that there's no combat there, I'm actually going to go down here. In fact, no, we don't need curio. Curios, we don't need it. Let's just search this pack. Oh. Oh, he's got a negative debuff. That means he has to search things. Oh.
Waiting to be spent.
Okay, so the Crusader here has actually acquired a negative quirk. What you just saw there was a negative quirk of his where he obsessively has to open things, regardless of whether or not I know that they're bad. He has to open them. How you doing, Edberg? So yeah. You have no idea how lost I was trying this game with a fever. Yeah, it's pretty, I can imagine. Right, so let's rock and roll. Let's light another torch in case we get into combat. 3 stress damage for walking around. Hunger check. Everyone eats. If you don't pass those hunger checks, you get fucked. In every sense of the word. Okay, we drop down to level 3 light. That's where we're going to have to hold us. No combat in here either. Scouting goes down here. This should be one of the last rooms. What's the win condition? Explore 90% of rooms. So getting this last treasure room will actually almost win us the game, basically. I wonder if this guy will have to search again. Oh no, this is an obstacle, so we can use our shovel that we've found. Here we go. And let's prep for the last room. This is our last room, so we can heal up and eat some of the last of the food reserves to get him back to full health. Let's fucking kick in the door and fuck him up. There we go. Do we get the surprise? We do, which means we cast first. A full 4 enemies. Our Plague Doctor goes first. Now, because there's 4 enemies, it's actually quite beneficial to start stacking Plague on the guys at the back. Now, it does 4 hit points of damage, which means it will damn near kill this guy in 2 turns. So let's get stacking. Blight stacks, so I can really fucking stack it up. Let's go for the Grape Shot. Nice, good hit. 3-3-4. Let's go for a stun, potentially. We could go for here. We don't need to go for here. We don't need to go for a self-heal. Let's go for a stun. The guy with the sword is going to do the most damage, but it's stress that I'm worried about, so we're going to actually hit this guy with the stun so that the stress doesn't get through. The blight will actually kill him next turn, so that's great. We're going to go for a smiting blow on this guy in an attempt to kill him in 1 shot. Excellent. So 2 have been knocked out before they even get to use their spells. He's going in for a hit. Quarrel, 3 damage. That's fine. He's going in for a hit. 8 crit. Ouch. Causes stress to everyone. But it's our turn now, motherfucker. Right, here we go. We can do a decent roll on him, or we can... Well, we can't open a vein on either of them because they're both skellingtons. So we're just going to go for a shot on the guy at the back. It's a low roll, lowest roll, 4 damage. Not great. We can stack some more blight on him, which will damn near kill him, basically. Yeah, that will actually kill him next turn. There you go. He's dead. We get to use our stun on this fucker. Here you go. Get stunned, sweetheart. Come on, stun him. Yes, that's right. He doesn't get to use his turn. That uses him up. And that means this guy with his smite, 15% damage versus the unholy. He can potentially one-shot this guy. Yes! Yes! Well held. Very little stress damage apart from the Vestal.
Precipitates a dizzying fall.
The Vestal took some stress damage, but apart from that we come off fairly well. Right then, victory. Let's take the gold. We complete the quest. We're going to continue adventuring just so we can open this chest. It's an heirloom chest. We've got a skeleton key. No point in hanging on to it. Let's open the hidden compartments and get an extra 4 crests and 4 busts. And I'll show you what they do in a bit. Right, quest complete. Let's head back to the hamlet. So, the quest reward is 4 of these crests, a blight stone, 20% blight skill chance, and 30 gold. So that blight stone is actually very, very good for our Plague Doctor. So we're going to put the blight stone on them. Every single one of us got quirks. Now, we know that this guy got the negative... Oh, no, he got a positive quirk. Oh, my God! That is such a good quirk. Plus 5 dodge? That is such a good quirk. Plus 5 dodge. So, you're never going to catch me. You're wasting your time. That's what that is. That's so good. Positive quirk, 15% damage in the cove. This is really good. We're on a good streak. Positive quirk, and 3! Oh my god, somebody buy me a lottery ticket. We're doing well. Ruin Scourge, plus 10 scouting while in the ruins, and 4 positive. That never happens. That is so lucky. 15% stun resist. That's really lucky.
In truth, I cannot tell how much time has passed since I sent that letter.
That is crazy. Right, the tavern is now unlocked and the abbey is now unlocked. 2 areas.
We're going to get some more dialogue.
Now, yeah, the tavern and the abbey are both places for you to relieve stress. As you see, stress relief and stress relief. You can do it via religious means, or you can drink your problems away. So yeah, we're going to open the tavern's dialogue.
Fresh kegs, cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
So how this works is you've got 3 levels of stress reduction. You've got in the tavern, you've got the bar, you've got the gambling hall, and you've got the brothel. Now, the problem with these things is that they have a very small chance to corrupt your guy, in a sense. Like, for example, if I go to the gambling hall, there is a small chance that somebody I send there might get addicted to gambling, and then they will only go to the gambling hall for stress relief. And that's obviously a problem, that's a negative trait, and it costs something crazy like 15,000 gold. Bearing in mind we've only got 8 at the moment, it costs 15,000 gold to remove quirks like that. So it's fucking crazy. So our Vestal here, I believe, is a religious woman, so she'll benefit more from going to the chapel. Let's send her up here.
The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The abbey calls to the faithful.
And now, this fucker here, this is the caretaker. He's actually using the penance hall at the moment, which is the best form of stress relief. So I can't actually use the penance hall at the moment because he's in there. Which means we will send SPQR to the transept. It's going to cost us 1,250 gold to remove stress, but it is worth it. Now, the problem with sending people into these areas and things like that is that you can't use them on the next dungeon. So the next dungeon we go on, we cannot take SPQR because she's in the transept. So yeah, that's something we can do. Everybody else, though, is actually doing fine for stress damage. So what we were going to do is we're going to check the cart. Now, the Plague Doctor here, I've actually got something for his inventory, haven't I? Here we go. We've got a Blight Stone, and it gives him plus 20% Blight skill chance, which means it's 20% more likely to stack Blight. There you go, Stress Eater will consume food if stress is above 50. Oh, that's really bad. That's a really bad quirk, actually. Oh my god. But yeah, -1 speed, which means he's less likely to take his turn first, but the chance of him getting more blight is kind of outweighs that. So 6 speed isn't even that bad. It's not even that bad. Now, I don't believe we've unlocked the Blacksmith of the Guilds. Yes, we have. No, we need to complete more quests, and we need to complete more quests to get the Nomad Wagon. So straight away, we're going to check the stagecoach. We've got a Seeker Leper, and a
understands that adversity
Houndmaster.
and existence are one and the same.
Right, so a leper is a guy with a big fuck-off broken sword, and he actually does a crap ton of damage. I believe they're tanks, and some of them come with quirks. So, this guy has minus 20% stress damage in the Cove, the guy that we've taken off the cart, but he has Hard Noggin, which means he's 15% more likely to resist a stun, which is pretty good. He's got Satanophobia, which means he gets stress damage versus the Unholy, which means if somebody unholy stresses him, he takes a shitload more. And he's got Thin Blood, which means he's very easy to blight. Now, taking a look at his preferred position, he's definitely a frontliner, as is indicated by these blobs. How bright the lights are what position they prefer being in and what position they prefer attacking. So, this guy here, very strong front position, which means nearly all of his spells are for the front too. But he doesn't actually do that much damage, he does a lot of self-buffing. As we can see here, 2 of his spells are dedicated to buffs rather than actually doing damage. Now he gets Hew here, which is a dual attack, and then he gets Chop, which is just your run-of-the-mill standard attack. So I think, regardless of everything, we're going to keep him. Now, just while I'm taking a look at the Houndsman here, this is again your opportunity. If you'd like to add yourself to the raffle, as it were, you can obviously type !raffle. If you're already in the raffle, you can't enter twice, so obviously don't bother if you're already in it. But if you type !raffle, I'll draw 2 names to take up Cornelius and Quensel here, or Quesnel, and we can fill those boots accordingly. So yeah, just do whatever kind of thing. Right then, so the Houndsman. Or the Houndmaster even. He's started with Natural Swing, which gives him +5 accuracy, which is a very good perk, but he's obsessed with the acquisition of knowledge, which means if he ever finds a decrepit bookcase while he's travelling, he will search it regardless, which is really bad, because most of the time they curse you to oblivion. Right, so that's not terrible, but not great either way. This guy prefers to be in the back line, but he can hit nearly everyone. He's got Hound's Rush, Hound's Harry, which gives bleed, Target Whistle, which is very good, which means he does extra damage versus marked targets, and he also gets Cry Havoc, Stress -3, so he gets a chance to remove some stress, which is actually pretty shit, to be honest. He also gets some camping skills and things like that, but we won't worry about camping skills yet. Those only are relevant on medium and long dungeons. For the moment, we're only in short dungeons. Right, if I tab out to Moobot now and I draw 2 names from the hat, the first name is Estian1, so I'm going to have to just quickly tab back into the game here. You're going to be our Houndmaster. Etienne? No, I'm spelling it wrong. Etesian 1. You're our new Houndsmaster, sir. And the next guy is Just Don't YOLO, a nice easy one. You're going to be our leper. With a name like that, I can believe you are a leper. Just Don't YOLO. Just YOLO. There we are. Which is a very good, you know, that's one of the better names for the Darkest Dungeon, because YOLOing will get you killed. So let's embark on our second adventure. Obviously, we can't take SPQR with us. We're going to take our 2 new guys. Yeah, we're going to take the Houndsman at the back. We're going to take this guy at the front. Because we have a frontliner, we don't need to take Cone again. Although we could, but we don't need to. We're going to take Panth, because I want to get him with some more experience. We've got our 2 backliners, so we need to take Forest, because Forest is like a second sort of mid-range champion. Now, we can only go to the ruins. We've got 4 different places we could go. We need to complete 100% of the battle rooms for this one. And our reward is an Eldritch Slayer's Ring, which is pretty shit. Explore 90% of the rooms, which gives us plus 10% virtue chance. For the Vestal, I can't fucking remember, but that isn't too bad. That's probably the one we're going to go with. This one is plus 2 speed, minus 20% move resistance. That's actually a really good one as well. This is a medium dungeon, which we're not preparing for. And then we get another medium dungeon here, which gives us 33% on the healing skills, but that's only on the Abolest, not on the that which is like a crossbow lady. In fact, we might actually take those, because that is really good. There's no debuff for that. It's a medium dungeon though, and I'm not sure we're ready for medium dungeons. Oh, fuck it. We should just fucking do it. Let's just fucking do it, because medium dungeon means we can use a dog biscuit. We can use the dog biscuit to, like, maximum effect. So, fuck it. We're going on a medium dungeon, lads. Fucking medium, with no medic. 2 dog biscuits, campfire, we get all of the stuff that we had before. Now, I'm going to take 2 shovels. I'm going to take 2 stacks of food. And now, obviously, you have to take quite a bit, because the payout's going to be quite large. I'm going to take... We've already got an anti-venom. I'm going to take 2 bandages. I'm going to take a key. I'm going to take some unholy water. And then torches, I'm going to take 2 stacks. I'm going to take 2 for luck. Right, so we've paid a lot, but hopefully the payout of the dungeon is going to be worth more. Now, we will have to abandon the dungeon if it gets too hairy, because obviously I don't want to lose anyone. But sometimes losing somebody is a requirement, as it were. But some of the people that we've got are actually quite fucking high spec, considering. So I don't want to lose them for no reason.
The fiends must be driven back.
There we go.
And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
So we had just a small scout chance there at the start, and we've got 2 curios, which means the fucker that's obsessed with knowledge. Who is he? Did we bring him with us? Who's obsessed with knowledge? I can't remember. Well, the guy that's obsessed with knowledge. I think that's the Houndsman. He will read these 2 things regardless of whether I tell him to or not, I believe, unless the mechanics change. There you go. There you go. Yep, he'll read it. And even if it's bad... There you go. The pages are unsettling. He takes stress damage. Nothing I can do to stop him. That's just a negative quirk that he's got. He's going to stress himself out rather quite a bit. Now, we've got High Torch. We get the stress chance. That's fine. So we're all going to go first. Now, these guys only have 7 HP. This attack does 4 to 7. So there is a chance we could one-shot them, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit the guy at the back. Hits him for 4, not great. And he resists the bleed. Highwaymen are going to go for some grape shot, so that there's a better chance for us to one-shot. Double dodge. Very disappointing. Right, we're going to go for the Houndsman. He's going to go for the Houndsman's rush, and he's going to kill the guy at the back.
Press this advantage.
That's fine.
Give them no quarter.
And the chop guy is just going to fucking bring the hammer down for huge damage. But the mask... They made the eye holes on his mask slightly too narrow. He has been blighted for 1 point of damage for 3 turns. Just go in and get... Are you blind, Forrest? Jesus. Right. Rush him. There you go.
To the pit.
Never send a highwayman to do a Houndsmaster's job. Okay. Right, there's only blind people here. I think he's going to automatically search this. Yep. He can't stop himself, even if it's unsettling. There you go. 19 stress. That's a very bad perk. You're going to spend, unfortunately, Etienne? You're going to be spending a lot of time in, like, recovery. Because I can't stop you.
Life gains purchase. Spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Right, so we have an empty room to start. We get a scout chance, though. And we need to complete 100% of the battle rooms. Now, my only worry is that I don't know whether this is a battle room, so we simply have to check. Another curio, which means this guy's gonna fuck himself up again. Oh, God. He's gonna... No, okay. Locked display cabinet. Let's use our key on it. There you go. Stashed treasures. Whoa!
Gold, trinkets and baubles.
That's a lot of gold. Okay, so that's...
For in blood.
Fucking the mission's almost paid for itself. Let's use another torch.
The way
There's a
is
trap
lit.
here.
The path is clear.
Now,
We
this trap
require
here...
only the strength to follow it.
Traps are only visible if you get a scout thing and you reveal the trap. Now, naturally, you'd imagine the highwayman to be the best at disarming this trap, which he is. He has a 90% chance to disarm it. So we select it, click it, and the trap is disarmed, which lowers his stress. Brilliant. Let's go to the next room now. Obviously, this room's empty, but I don't know whether the room after it is empty, which is why... Oh, there we go. We get a scout, so we don't... No, that's a battle room. So, just to give you an idea, if going back on yourself causes stress, if we would have missed this room out and gone to here, we would have had to backtrack all the way along this maze in order to get to this room. And now, this is like a full-blown battle room, so this is going to be quite tricky. We get 2 of these curios on the way there. We get a free torch, which I don't think we'll be able to take with us. No, we will. Free torch. Yep, take it. And this thing, oh, which is like an unholy vessel thing. I forget what I'm supposed to do. This decorative urn. The urn holds ashes of the departed. I can't remember what does this. I can't remember. Right, I think I'm going to use the herbs. The item had no effect. What about the holy water? There you go, the holy water. There you go. Okay, so the holy water's the thing you use on that. We get onyx and everything like that. That all stacks, so yeah, we're doing fine. Now, oh, we get combat. We didn't... Okay, accusation. He's going for stress damage. Okay, we got a party of 4 here. This is pretty nasty. He's debuffed. He's going to take more stress damage until we camp. Fantastic. They're trying to stress this guy out. That's how they're going to try and ruin him. Right, we're going to mark a target for death. I think it's going to be this guy. Minus 20% protection. We're going to get this guy because he's going to try and stress everyone out. So he's marked for death, which means we do more damage to him from some hero attacks. He's stressing out Forest. It wasn't a massive hit. It's okay. He was quite low on stress. We're going to actually try and kill this guy as fast as we can, just because he does a lot of stress damage. We're going to leave this guy be for the moment. We're actually going to take a fair bit of damage here. This is a nasty setup they've got. Oh my god! Okay, 5 damage in. Doc's taken a hit. Now, let's stack some Blight. Let's really start stacking Blight. These 2 at the back need to die because they're going to do a lot of damage. He's going to cast his turn. Highwayman's going to take the hit for 5. Nasty hit there. He's down to near half health. Right. He can go in. He can go for self-buff. He can go for minus 15% dodge, 25% protection. That seems pointless. That seems really pointless. Right, you can go for Hugh there. That doesn't do very much damage. Or you can go for just a Wally Wampa hit. And there's a very good chance of him one-shotting somebody, so we'll do that. He just hits really fucking hard, this guy. Going for stress damage. Hitting the Houndsman again. Houndsman, you're on the verge of being stressed now. You're only 10 stress away from the first level of stress. You have maxed out on stress. Your resolve is tested. Abusive, negative stress debuff.
Even the aged oak will fall to the tempest's winds.
Okay, so you've been afflicted, which basically means you've now got a permanent debuff, which is a problem for us. Right, we're gonna... Yeah, we got some trouble here. Right, so let's go for a rush on this guy. Hound's Rush, you do more damage to him. You're guaranteed to one-shot him. Get rid of him.
Is broken. Maintain the
His turn next. He goes in for a shot. Crit! Unlucky. This guy's on death's door now. 3 hit points. That's very bad. We're going to have to... No, we can't go for blinding vapors thing, so we're just going to have to stack some poison. Or we could... Yeah, let's finish this guy off before he uses his turn.
Falls, a faint hope blossoms.
He's stressing out his team. We're going to have to camp after the next battle room. Right, he gets his turn again. No, Highwayman now. Let's go for a ranged shot on this guy. If we can roll a 6 or higher, then the Blight will kill him next turn. Shit. Right, and that means we're just going to have to try and fucking just smack this guy over the head. Hopefully it will kill him. Yes! No more stress damage, but this guy gets to use his turn. Oh no, we get to stack Blight on him again.
Decisive pummeling.
He's doomed now. He gets some stress off for him. And you can... 12% that? Yeah, just hit him with tracking shot, which buffs your damage for a little while. Only buffs it for rounds, though. You actually need to get rid of some stress on yourself, so -3 stress. It's not much, but it's something.
Cuts on its own.
Right, so we get a key, we get all of that. We can't take the key with us because we're full on stuff. We've got some onyx and things like that. What can we ditch? We can ditch the holy water for another key. That's fine. Now let's light a torch and head inside this room. In this room we're going to use one of the dog treats. Here we go. Did we get the jump? Yes we did. We go first. Now this guy's on very low health, but he shouldn't die. I'm going to say shouldn't, because I don't know for sure. Let's go for the AoE hit.
Well,
Crit 7. Fantastic. Lower stress on everybody. Start stacking Blight. Start stacking Blight, Sonny Jim. That will kill this guy next turn. He won't get to use his turn. Dog Biscuit. He gets buffed for 50% damage. I want you to run in, and I want you to tear her a new arsehole. Fantastic. That will kill her next turn, which means we only have to deal with the front two. Go for the chop. You can kill this guy in one hit. Excellent.
Abomination cleansed from our land.
His turn goes next. We're only going to have to deal with one guy now because of how I've laid this out. He's dead.
Unforeseen.
She's dead. Only one guy. Like clockwork. Lovely. Right. There we go. Stress damage for everyone because you're fucked off. Right. Go in there and... Oh, you could fuck his day up. Bleed, whistle. Just go straight in. You do shitloads of damage. That's 9. In fact, we'll basically kill him this turn. Goes for the hit. 3. Stacks his bleed. 2 points of damage, 3 rounds. That's quite a lot. Go for the finish. It's a miss. Chances are we're going to kill him. The Hound should get your share. Stressing him out. Thank you. Go for the finish. Oh, he actually hit something. Well done, Forrest. Right. Take everything in here. Now, we're actually going to camp, I think, is going to be the better course. Oh, we should probably... Yeah. Let's not camp until we get back to the... Oh, yeah, we need to bandage you, don't we? 2 points of damage for the next 2 rounds. That's crap, so let's... Where's my bandages? Use your bandage. There we go. That stops you from bleeding. We're going to take a bit of stress damage for backtracking, but that's fine. We had to check this out. And then we're going to camp as we get up here. Oh no, fucking a double back. Come on. There we go. Yep, I've got to complete 100% of the battle rooms. Hunger check. In fact, we could use some food. In fact, yeah, we could probably crutch this guy with food. There we go. That gets you off death's door. That's a good idea. Right, before this next battle room, we're going to camp. So we're going to camp... Shh. March friends. Right. I know there's quite a lot of the dungeon. I should try and clear this without... Yeah, I'm going to have to try and clear this next battle room before I camp so that I've got a good amount of rooms under my belt. Right, here comes a trap. Highwayman, I want you to disarm this. Disarmed, that's going to lower your stress, that's fine. Torch is on low light. Curio's coming up, which means he's going to stress himself out. Light a torch. No, it's not Curio. It's just a torch in itself. Take it. Torch is on max light. Into the room. Hopefully we get a surprise. 2 stress encounters. That's really bad. No stress. No, fuck, okay, this is bad. That's really bad. We're going to have to use the thing to stack. No, this is bad. He's very high on stress. That's really bad. He's going for stress damage. Right, he's now doubling his stress meter, right? If they get that to full again, you'll have a heart attack and die. Just letting you know. Right, we're going to go for the grape shot. It's a good way to open. 2, 3, 5... No, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2. 3, 3, 2. Right, so you didn't like that. Let's stack some blight up. Let's really get it going. 2 blights both stacked. Let's try and rush one of these guys as best as we can for the moment. We could go for the dog whistle, but there's really no point. We could go for the hound's harry, but there's no way we can bleed them, so there's no point really. They all have maximum bleed resist. Let's just go for the hound's rush. If we nip him... Oh, crit! Jesus. That's lowered his stress, and that's lowered everyone's stress. Right, fuck it. Let's just start fucking thinning the herd, as it were. This should one-shot him. Excellent. He doesn't get his turn. He gets his turn. No, he's going in for a hit. It's a dodge. Thank fuck for that. Stressful incantation coming in. Tempting goblet on the guy at the back. Trying to stress you out. 21. Nasty hit. Oh god. Stress. Just run in, and in fact, actually, the doc will be able to kill him with blight next turn, so start stacking damage on this guy. It's a low roll, only for 4, resist to the bleed for obvious reasons. We could go for the grape shot. Yeah, go for the grape shot. A little bit better, because that means the blight will definitely kill him, and the doc can use his incision to kill this guy. And now the blight will kill him, regardless. So you could just kill this corpse, just to use your turn. He's definitely dead. Use your stress reduction. It's got very low spec on it at the moment.
Gently.
Oh right, here we go.
Life is taken.
Abomination, 15% virtue chance, the lock of patience. I'm going to try and take that with me. I can't leave the crests behind, so I'm going to have to get rid of one of my things. I've got loads of gold, I've got a bit of food. I'm going to have to get rid of my anti-venom. I could make camp here. Yeah, let's make camp, and then we'll open the chest in the morning.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
Minus 10 stress, 25% HP heal. Let's do that. That damn near heals us all. Stress damage reductions. Yeah, let's use their campfire abilities. Let's take those 2 things as well. So, these guys are quite stressed, which is obviously a bad thing. The thing that we're going to try and avoid, this guy has already got his negative affliction. There's nothing we can do. He's got that now. Which means he's going to be stressed for the rest of the dungeon. There's nothing I can do to get rid of it. It's a permanent debuff. So, what we're going to do, we're going to focus on our leper here. We're going to focus on him not getting stressed out. Because if he hits 100, he also gets a negative debuff. So let's use our stress reduction. I believe this guy has got, yep, he's got Encourage, which was minus 15 stress to one person. Let's use it on our what's it thing. I'll save those for friends I consider my equals. Okay, he's stressed out so he won't help. Minus 20% stress on yourself. Right, can you help in any way? The cure, remove disease from target. Oh. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Bandit sense. This gives us less chance of being surprised. Clean weapons. Gives us crazy damage on ranged skills. Okay, clean guns. Do that. That's very good. Right. What can you do, Doc? You can encourage someone. Go and encourage him, because he needs the stress reduction. And there's only 1 left. Does anybody have anything that can use 1? No, is the answer. Right, then we shall rest. Hopefully not get ambushed. Plenty of blood left to shed this day. This reminds me of that time in the world just without the spiders.
The match is struck.
There we go.
A blazing star is born.
So this is an heirloom chest. I have a key. Let's use the key. Hidden compartment is opened.
Finding
we get
the stuff is only the first test.
a portrait,
Now it must be carried home.
a jade, and 50 gold. That's fine. Right, let us move to the next area. We get a small scouting thing. We have 2 curios and another battle room. Let's get stuck in. He has to search this. No, he doesn't. Okay, this is one of those things. The Altar of Light. Small holy altar seems to be... Oh, God. I should really use the holy water here, but we're just going to jump for it. There you go. There you go. He's been buffed. 20% damage until camp. Lovely. That's going to make him deal a shitload of damage. Right. There we go. We surprised them, so we get the first turn. Our priority is going to be killing these guys. Just go straight in for the grape shot, because obviously you're doing some extra damage now because you cleaned your weapons the night before. Lawbreakers, all of you. Yeah, there you go. More stress damage for everyone. Right, run in and just try and kill this guy. There you go. No stress damage for anyone now. It's just these 2 that we have to deal with. Right, now you could go in for a blight stack, but frankly there's no point. You should try and go for a stun. Stun the guy at the front, he's got more health. Oh, no. Oh, right, yep, you can't stun anyone at the front. Okay, just, yeah, fuck it. Just go and do some damage then. He resists the bleed. You should be able to finish him off before he gets his turn. Lovely. Now we're only going to take one hit. On the highwayman. It's a dodge. Good shit. Now it's our turn again. Right, go in. Ranged. Nope, not a ranged attack. Go in. Yeah, just cut him. Try and get a vein open. Lovely. Right. Whoa, God. Okay, what are we going to do now? He's bleeding. 2 damage for 3 rounds. That's a very good bleed. He'd actually bleed out all on his own. Yeah, let's just go for an incision. It's a miss. That's unlucky. Finish him off, Leper. 15 damage. Whew. That's very good.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Right, so we don't have enough room for this heirloom key, which is something we really need to bring with us. So we're actually going to put the... We need the portrait because the portraits are rare. This abomination virtue thing is only common, so we can get rid of it in the name of potentially getting some better loot. Let's light another torch.
The promise of safety.
Highwayman, check this bag. Pack contains loot. What have we got? 125
If only
gold
treasure could staunch the flow of
and some anti-venom.
otherworldly corruption.
Right, here we go. Battle. Dun 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 dun. Right, okay. All unholy. We get the surprise, so we get the first set. Highwayman should go first. No, it's the dock. Start stacking blight on those fucking weasels at the back. Try and get some blight going. You could go in for a nasty shot. 5 to 9. If you get a high roll, you can knock one of them out. Oh yeah! So he won't get to cast a turn at all. That's fantastic. If you go for the Hound's Rush and do a high roll, the blight might kill him. If he rolls... Let me do the math here. It's a minimum... Oh yeah, he's got a minimum of 6. He's guaranteed to kill him.
Be gone.
Ooh! 15 damage. Right, so we're not taking any blight damage this turn. Bring the fucking hammer down. Oh my god.
With impunity.
And he goes in for the hit. 3 damage. That is how you clear a room. Right, just go in for the fucking kill. Yeah, you might not be able to kill him. Yeah, it's more designed for bleed, that one. But obviously he's not bleeding. Going for the finish. Crit.
The ground quakes.
Lovely. Stress reduction for all. 700 gold. We can't take it all with us.
This expedition at least promises success.
But we need to take it with us, so we're going to have to get rid of our bandage and take 700 gold with us. This is an eldritch altar, an altar dedicated to unholy abominations. Perhaps great power lies within. Dangerous, 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 dangerous. I really shouldn't. The only person that could really benefit from this is an abomination. So we're going to leave it. Because it might do a lot of damage to us. Right, we need to use a shovel.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Check this box. Crate is empty. No reward for us. Let's keep on the move. And light another torch. Right, next room. Here we go. There's no bosses or anything that I can think of in this area, so we shouldn't be too bad. I need to check this room down here before I go anywhere. Check the pack. Pack contains loot. What's the loot? Food and gold. Lovely. Good payout. So, Doc, how bad? 6. Not terrible.
Maker's art. His
Hunger check.
Unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Everyone's eaten. Okay, food is low. We can only survive one more hunger check. Not great. Let's go into the next room. If you dolls move any slower, moss will grow on you. Hold up. Hold up. Right. Here we go. And it's not a room. Right. Only 3 rooms left to go. It will tell us when we complete it, so there is definitely one more battle in our future. There's only one more battle in your future. So there is. Right, move to this room. And let's light a torch. Okay, this guy I think will have to read this. Yep, he can't resist. I simply must know what's within, even if it kills me. A map is found. Oh, fantastic. So we get a map of the area. Not all bad, eh? Just that there's some more curio ahead. So don't worry, there's plenty of opportunity for you to kill yourself on books that you shouldn't. Yep, there you go. Must fiddle with the box. Stashed heirlooms. Can we take them with us? Yes, we can. They stack. Oh, no, another hunger check. We can't. We don't have enough food for another hunger check. Fingers crossed RNG doesn't fuck me in the arse. That'd be really nice. Right, there's our battle room. Whether it's the last one, I don't know, but there is a trap coming up. I'll need the highwayman to disarm. Let's light a torch. Disarmed. Highwayman's doing great for stress. Or I don't have any unholy water, so it's detrimental to actually go in there. Let's fuck off in here. Here we go. Right, 4 of them. We get the surprise. They're only spiders. They don't have much health. I don't think I'm going to waste a dog biscuit on this. Instead, I think I'm going to go for the Hound's Harry in an attempt to stack bleed on as many people as I can. 2 damage for all. Good. Bleed on everyone. It's only 1 point of damage, but it should be good enough. Right, let's go for the Grape Shot Blast. 3 damage. AoE. Kills 1. Damn near going to kill the rest of them. He's only got 1 hit point left, which means he will die next turn, which means you go for the chop. Fantastic. That actually leaves the doctor. You can just... Fantastic. That is how you clear a room. Brilliant. Let's try and take everything that we can.
Triumphant pride precipitates.
We're going to leave the anti-venom. We're going to take that, because that doesn't stack on there anymore. Max stack of 4. We're going to leave the shovel behind. We're going to take the gold. We're going to leave the torch behind. We're going to take the busts. And that is the dungeon complete. Let's get out of here. Let's return and collect our spoils.
Room by room, hall by hall, we reclaim what is ours.
Money! Money! Money in the bank! Oh yes, look at that. Dank profit. I didn't just say dank profit, don't be ashamed of me. Okay, right, so we get our Medic's Greaves, which is a really fucking good item. 33% healing on the Abalist? Fuck yes. That's a really good one. Right, so as we know, this fella here, he got plus 15% extra damage, but he also got the negative affliction abuse, and Forrest also gets the Weld Tactician. So that's fucking great.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Right, this fucker, we need to get him into the sanatorium, but we can't yet, so it's whatever the fuck your name is. We're actually going to leave you behind so you can do some serious fucking... You're a houndsman, so you're really going to... Yeah. Let's send you to the brothel. It's a fair bit of gold, but as you can see, the payout was fucking worth it. Shall we settle on a safe word? Funny. So this guy's using the bar, so we can't use that. The leper here isn't a religious man, but we're going to send him up here. So maybe to the transept will be a good place to send him. He's stressed, but he's not that stressed, so we'll go for the transept. And then Doc, I'm going to send you to the cloister. It's only 1,000 gold, which is alright. Now that leaves us with a party of 3, which obviously means we need 1 more. I'm going to leave Forrest behind. As you can see, he's got this little... it almost looks like a purity seal from Warhammer. It basically means that he's been in combat recently, and it means that if I take him out again, he takes increased stress damage because he hasn't had a chance to rest. So really, we need an extra 2 people. Now, we've unlocked 2 extra areas. We've unlocked the Nomad's Wagon, and we've unlocked the Weapon Blacksmith. So let's check out the... Oh no. What have I unlocked? It says this is what I've unlocked.
No mistake. We will face ever greater threats. Our soldiers must be ready.
Right, so this is the guild. This is where you upgrade skills from. So if I put, like, Conemeister in here, I can, like, potentially upgrade some of his skills or buy him some new ones. When we get to level 1 and things like that, it will obviously be a bit better and stuff. But yeah, that's how it works. You upgrade spells. And the armory here...
The bellows blast once again. The forge stands ready to make weapons of war.
Yep, and this is where we would get weapons. So if I was to again put this fella in here, once he's got Hero Resolve level 1, I can upgrade his stuff. Right then, so let's check the cart. Do we have an Abalest? No, we've got a Hellion and an Abomination. Not ideal, but we do need them. So, we're going to take them on board.
Barbaric rage and unrelenting savagery make for a powerful ally.
Right. So, Hellion. Fucker with a halberd. Massive thing. He's actually got some really bad debuffs though. Minus 1% crit. Minus 10% stress healed. No stress penalty when walking backwards, that's good. And improved stress reduction while meditating while camping, that's cool. Does she have meditating unlocked? Battle trance, revel, she doesn't have meditation. Improved stress reduction while meditating and while camping. Meditating is a thing there. Okay, fine, that makes sense. So she's a first position user. There you go, bleed out. That is a fucking monstrous bleed. Bleed out, wow, holy shit. Breakthrough, that's a bad one. Barbaric Yorp, that's a good one. That's a good stun chance. A double stun, but it does no damage. And then Wicked Slash. Iron Swan would be good. And if it bleeds would be pretty good as well. We're going to use her as actually a way to stack bleed, I think. So we're going to get rid of Breakthrough, because it's actually a pretty crap spell, to be honest. So we're going to immediately take Griffin here to the... no, not the blacksmith. The... this place. And we're going to buy... what is it? If it bleeds. And then we're going to change her combat ability. So we're going to de-equip this and equip if it bleeds. So she's very good frontliner, basically. Now, this guy, what have we got? He's actually quite unique. As you can see, this guy's got all of his spells unlocked, and that's because he actually has a transformation. If he's in the first through third position, he is actually able to transform into a beast, which changes his skill set. He's got World Explorer, he's got -3 crit if his hit points are below half, sorry, and he's got 20% stress versus humans. So yeah, that's actually quite dangerous. So this guy's actually fairly beastly. So we'll leave him as is for now. Right, we're gonna have to go out again, I think. Cool. So everybody's sort of de-stressing that needs to. He needs a rest. Konemeister's going to come with us on this one. Not much more to say. No Abolist or anything yet, so that's alright. And we've obviously got shitloads of crests and things like that. We'll be able to use those in the near future to upgrade things. And yeah, that's it really. Let's embark on what will be our third dungeon. I'm not sure whether this will be our third or final, because there is some stuff that I need to do off elsewhere. But I'm sure this has been nice. I don't know why. The only stream I can sit for long is Soviet Wombledon and Long Live Quebec. Do I have a thing for that accent? Names! Panic! The names! Right, Raffle, help. Yes, so if you're new to the stream, there you go. And give Sovi a mod. I think it's about time. There you go. Sophia, thank Greg, because you have earned it. It's been a while. There you go. Lovely. Right, yeah, to be fair, Soph, you have. You've earned it. So, right, we need to choose names. So, yeah, exclamation mark Raffle in the chat. That gives you a chance of... yeah, becoming one of the two champions here. You can become the Abomination or the Hellion. Definitely taking the high... No, not taking the Highwayman this time. You're staying at home. It's going to be Konemeister in the second position, Hellion in the first, Vestal in the rear, and going to probably be the Abomination in the third. Oh, you can't bring the Abomination, can you? Oh, you can't. You can't bring the Abomination with me. But I can't embark with 3 people. The Abomination and the what's it? Look, there you go. Those of faith have no tolerance of my condition, so we can't bring those two at the same time, which means we have to bring Forrest again. We must. We can't not. He's good in the third position though, so we'll put him there and we'll put you... Oh god, no, is the Hellion a man of faith? No, the Vestal's a man of faith. Oh dear. So yeah, okay, so we have to leave this guy at the back. The Crimson Hand. This is apparently a group. Anyway, let's pick some people. Right, so let's draw number 1. Nether 666. There you go, mate. Nether 666. You're going to be our Hellion. Nether 666. And I'm only going to because we're not taking this guy on this playthrough, and because we're not taking Bagenrad or whatever his name is, because we're not taking him on this playthrough, we're not going to name him yet. So Nether 666, you're our Hellion. We're going to take you into this dungeon. I don't want to go into the world just yet. Let's see what we can get. Hellion only, 30% bleed chance skill. That is very helpful, because we're building this Hellion based totally on the fact that she can stack bleed. So let's fucking rock and roll for this one. I don't even think I need to really look at the other ones. -10% stress, plus 25% max HP. That's actually very good. That's a medium dungeon. And I only want to do a short dungeon before we go. So, 3,000 gold on the pot. Let's go to the provision. As ever, we'll buy 1 stack of food, 1 shovel, 1 of each of those. We're going to take a skeleton key and a stack of torches, and 1 for good luck. Let's get out of here. Right. Oi, oi, oi. yeah, hopefully you're enjoying it thus far. Again, thank you for everybody that's followed. I imagine there's a huge amount of people that have followed. Some people might have even have dropped a donation and it's not popped up on the screen. I do apologise if that's happened. I need to turn down the ping music, and I also need to rework the visual for that. I think I'm probably going to make it smaller and appear off screen because it's overlapping on the subtitles when it did pop up during the title sequence. So that's something I'll have to work on. Right. Oh fuck! I've tapped out. Nope. Back in. There we go.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
Right, so we only have to explore 90% of rooms, which is good, so I don't have to backtrack here, which means, in a sense, we can kind of do this in an S fashion, or a number 5. So let's do that. Let's trot along this way. As you can see, some people start with 2 stress damage. This one in particular starts with 20 stress, because she's brand new. Instant combat. We get surprised! Sorry, that was quite loud. Shit, which means they get a full rack of turns before we do. What a fantastic start! Oh no, we're able to fight back. Right, illumination, 20% dodge. You've got to move to the back. You've got to try and shuffle these up. You need to try and get forward. The Hellion can't cast anything from back there. We're just going to have to spend the first turn reshuffling and just taking the stress damage. Right, you need to fall back. There you go. This will have to do. Right, go in for a stun so that we can kind of get on equal footing. He's got the sword. He'll do the most damage. Stun him. How can I sub to you, Jen Grey? I don't have a sub button yet, because I'm not big enough on the old Twitch. And because my live streaming schedule is really inconsistent. But yeah, apart from that, you can't sub. But if you want to support us by dropping a donation, that's equally, if not more, appreciated, because fucking Twitch takes an entirely huge amount from the sub button. Obviously, you don't get anything back. Like, in the same way you get emotes, which I actually still need to commission an artist to draw. If there's an artist somewhere in here that might be interested in throwing together some bloody... some whatever they're called, Twitch emotes, whatever they are, for the channel, I've got a string of ideas. And there'll be some money in it for you. But yeah, anyway. Blah, 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 blah. Right, let's figure this out. So, 2 people I need to stun. So let's go for the dazzling light. Let's hit the person at the front. It's a miss. We got a cross-eyed Vestal.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted.
Right, we're just going to have to
made clear.
Stack damage as best we can. This is really bad. Right, so Wicked Slash. No point going for the bleed. Wicked Slash does a lot of damage. We could go for a double man stun. It's 40% stun resistance. Go for the... 2 stuns. Very nice. So they don't get to use their turns. They're both stun resistant now. Right, they're unholy. So, end their life.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Right, we can go for a pepper shot again, but I think if we just shoot this guy in the face, there's a good chance of killing him. Aim! Use the iron sights! Right, fuck, okay. More complications. Dazzling light. Can't stun the guy at the back, can't reach him. Judgment, self-heal. Oh dear. We could go for a heal. Let's just do some damage to this one at the front. You're guaranteed to kill him.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Brilliant. So now we've just got the 2 stress damage dealers at the back going for stress damage on the Vestal. Not great. Right. I made a terrible error. Because I can't actually reach the guys at the back. Right, we're going to have to like hack a corpse out the way so that we bring them forward. Small over judgment on my part. We could go for a York, but there's no need. We could just go for the Wicked Slash and remove him.
Their formation is broken.
Nice hit in the head.
The offensive.
Brilliant. Now, he's in the 3rd position, which means you can use Dazzling Light. Crit. 3. Lower stress. Gets the stun. Excellent. Right, go for the shot. 4, 8, 6. Gets him. He doesn't get to cast his turn. Go for the if it bleeds. It does some damage, I believe. Yep. Excellent. It reaches the back line, and we do alright. We get a journal page, a snippet from the journal of a doomed expedition. Oh god. The blackest of fates. I now find myself back in the Warrens, among the remains of my companions. My wounds are too severe to allow the completion of my task. Thus the desecration must resume another time. Curious, there is a ring in my pocket. Where it came from, I cannot begin to guess, though it bears the sigil of the estate's ancestral owner. Very curious. So it's 11 out of 22. This is chapter 4 of 5 in the Blackest of Fates. I've never seen this before. This is like a new mechanic. Yeah, that's weird. Right, okay. Well, the first step into the dungeon wasn't very good, so let's hope it gets better. We've got a chest here. Let's loot this, highwayman. Get your hands in there. The contents are ours. Bit of gold for our troubles. Right, let's light a torch before we go into the next room.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
No combat in here. Right, let's begin the snake. This is actually quite a long, short dungeon, all things considered. But we should be able to micromanage it to victory. Oh, here we go. An unholy bookcase. I'm going to leave it. It causes... In fact... Yeah, it causes more damage than good. Light a torch. It's fine. No combat in this room. Scouting maneuver. Quite a big scout as well. There you go. So we can see all of the combat rooms. We've got 2 combat rooms coming up. We have to go through both of them. In fact, we've got 3 combat rooms coming up. We've got a trap immediately, though. Let's see. Who's the best at disarming traps here? 60, 60, 90, 60. Highwayman. That's a no-brainer. You twat.
Ambushed
Thank you.
by foul invention.
Right, let's keep going. Just my luck. 90% fail. Fraziel, thank you, mate. Oh god, this I forget. Oh, what do I need for this? I forget. Is it the wall clasped shut? Is it the key? No, is it this? Yes, there you go. I wasted my key, but I get
gold, trinkets and baubles.
But I get some rubies for it, so that's fine.
In blood.
There you go, 1,000 gold. That's basically paid for this expedition. Do we get the surprise? No surprise. This guy casts first. Very annoying. I need to increase the speed of my guys, but it's not something I can do easily. Right, tracking shot can hit the guy in the back, but it does crap damage. It's crap. They actually have quite a lot of ways of putting stress out, so I'm just going to have to go for some AoE damage. And that's a decent roll, especially the number 5 there. AoE stress. Ah, bollocks. Right. Go for the stun. Stun this guy. You have an alright. No, you don't have any chance of killing him. Can you at least get the stun? Yes. Wastes his turn. Right, Crusader. Go for the kill on this guy. No, you won't be able to kill him, so just go for the stunning blow. Loses his turn. Hellion. Right, you could go for the if it bleeds. 2 points of bleed per round. Good hit. Did you stack the bleed? Yes, you do. That should kill him next turn. No, it won't. It will only kill him in the turn after. Go for the grape shot. That's killed him. Stress damage coming in on the highwayman. Quite a lot of stress damage. Right, dazzling light. They've both got stun resists. Just go for the self-heal and damage. Try and kill this guy. Excellent. 3 health for yourself. Right, okay. Wicked hack. Try and go through this fucker at the front, or go for this bitch at the back. Fucker at the front, bitch at the back. Which do we get? Yeah. Oh no, you didn't kill this guy. That's very unlucky. Right, you then now have to kill him, so that he doesn't get to use his turn. The problem is there's now a massive row of corpses between us and the guy at the back. He gets to go first. Stress damage on the Hellion. It's a dodge. No stress damage for you. You're the only person that... You can't even... Yeah, you're the only person that can reach him. So, a lot of damage. The further they are away, the more damage that spell does, which is fantastic. You could go for the... No, you can't quite reach him. Can't quite do any of that. Just go for the heroic slash then. Try and get some of these corpses out of the way. Move him forward. Shuffle him forward. You, go for the shot. Right in his eyes. Brilliant. What have we got? So, we've got unmovable helmet
to the task's end.
for the bounty hunter. It gives him 30% move. Yeah, okay, that's really good. And 12 crests. That's a shitload. Holy crap. That's a lot of crests. Right, let's continue moving. Battle in the first area here. Let's get ready. Oh my god! It's a boss! Holy shit! Oh my god! This is a problem. This is such a problem. Oh my god! No! 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 We've stacked the bleed. Right, it has bleed on him. Right, go for the stun. He's stunned. He won't be able to cast. Stun's consumed. He's buffed. He's got the buff. Hit him over the head. Ah! Right, going again. Oh, lovely. Right, keep stacking damage on him. Just try and bring the house down. He's going to cast some ghouls. Collect call. He's spawned. Oh, shit. Holy shit, Batman. Right, fuck. This is bad. Did I ever tell you this was bad? It's fucking bad. Oh my god. Fuck. We've got to try and get through these guys at the front to get to the guy at the back. This is going to be really bad. Right. Go for the stun. Zealous Accusation. They're both stunned. Right. Go for the shot. You're the only person that can reach him, Highwayman, so you need to hit him. Just buff out your damage. It's 2 damage. You need to buff yourself out so your next 2 shots do a lot of damage. Incoming! Okay, he's now defending. He's guarding him. That's bad. We need to kill the man at arms. Direct damage. Does a bleed? Fucking heavy bleed. Right. Vestal. You're just going to have to heal the Highwayman. Heal him for 4. That means he's not going to die from the bleed. He's marked. Damage coming in on the Vestal. 8! Headstrong. Heal. 12. Bad news. Right. You can't reach the back there. You're going to have to go for making bleed. Just start stacking as much bleed as we can. You can't go for the stun again, I don't think, unless you can. Zealous Accusation. It's not a stun. It does a lot of damage, though. Go for the Zealous Accusation. Oh, you didn't kill the fucker at the front, you retard! Right, okay, your hero is bleeding. Yep, I'm fully aware of that. Can we use our bandage? Yes. Right, again, you're the only person that can reach the fucker at the back, so you've got to shoot him. 5 to 9 damage. 2 points of damage for 3 rounds, taking 6. No, go for the scatter. Go for the scatter shot. Yeah, it's much better. Right, shuffle them forward. That's fine. That puts her into range for the stun. Go for the stun. Hit him. 3 damage. That stuns him. Resisted the stun.
May we find victory.
That's bad. Show collection. Oh my god, lots of stress damage. Holy shit. Right, we can now reach him with make it bleed. 7. Bleed stacked. 4 damage every 3 turns.
A hand's breadth.
He's on death's door. Crap, we need to get him off death's door as quickly as we can. Yep, he's on death's door. Shit. Forrest, hang in there. Right, Zealous Accusation. Try and knock them both out. It's bad news! Goes for the headstrong. The 7 heal. Oh, that's bad. That's so bad. Collect call. Spawns another ghoul, another Highwayman. Goes for a hit. 9 damage. 5 left on her.
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
He's in bad shape. Crit. Hit to the back. Lovely. The bleed will take him next turn. You need to heal him off death's door. He's off death's door. But he's on death's door recovery, which means his damage is down. Buffs himself out. That's fine. Right, I need you to go through and, like, hit the shit out of one of them. Either of them. Yorp, go for the stun! Fantastic. That's gonna get him... Right, that's brilliant. That's good. 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 Right, go for the smite on... No, go for Zealous Accusation. Could you just point the scroll in the right direction? Right, knock this... No. Yes, no. Knock her out. Brilliant. Oh no, it won't take him out! Oh god, no! The bleed wore off! Shitload of stress damage again. Bollocks, fucking shit. Ah, fuck. Right, you're gonna have to heal yourself. Pointing. Yep. Self-heal. Right, go for the grape. No, don't. Yeah, go for the grape. Go for the grape shot. We've knocked out the Eldritch. He's gone. Stun. Consumed. Stun. Consumed. Next set of turns. Right. Zealous Accusation. Fucking... No, go for the smite. Ah! Why? Why? Just aim. Please. Just use your eyes. I'm going to have to use the healer. I'm going to have to keep the healer. Oh, we might take some more damage for this. No, right, you can go through. Right, knock him out before his turn. Only one of them's going to get to cast now. Or if we're lucky, we might kill him. Oh no, there's no way. We might get a bleed stacked. Yep, bleed stacked, but he gets his turn. In he comes. Damage to the guy at the front. Headhunt. Nasty hit. 7 damage. Resisted the bleed. Smack him in the mouth. There we go. There we go.
Success so clearly in view.
Barristan's head.
Or
There
is
we go.
it
Very
merely a
rare.
trick of the light?
Artifact. We've got no more food. Oh no, we do have some food. Oh god, he's got to search the bag. Please be good. Pack contains loot.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
What, we didn't pick it up? Oh, I must have accidentally clicked dismiss. Bollocks. That's annoying. Right, we've definitely got combat in the next room, so I'm actually going to use some of the food we've got. Just to get these guys a bit peppier. There we go. I've got enough food to survive 1 food turn. Oh god, I just wasted a torch. Lovely.
A blazing star is
Right.
born.
Oh god, and it's a boss. No surprise either. Ah, shit. Right, let's start stacking bleed. 2 points of damage. Right, go for the stun. Aim! Right, keep stacking the bleed. That's a heavy hit. He's now taking 4 points of damage for the next 3 rounds. That's good. Nasty hit. No stun. Grape shot coming in. 3-3-2-2. Ouch. Lots of debuffs. Dodge is down. Coming in for a big hit. 4. Not that big. Bleed's hitting him quite hard. He's taking how much? 4 points of bleed damage? That's fine. You could go for the marked target. No, no point. Just hit him in the head. There you go. The bleed's going to take him next turn. That's fine, which means we can start stacking shit on these guys at the back. Start just fucking shooting them. Need this guy.
Impressive.
Ooh, very nice hit. Right, that should leave him open to be killed by... AIM! Oh, oh my god! Just please! RNG, no! Oh, at least he missed them all. Right, okay, you need to... You don't even need to kill him. You're not even going to be able to do anything. You don't even going to be able to do anything. Alright, mark him... yeah. There you go, you get marked as a target, but you get yourself some protection, which means they're more likely to attack you. Yep, combo attack at the front, dodge, miss, fantastic.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Right. Let's go for the yaw. Stun, dodge, don't get to shoot. There you go, he gets his stun, doesn't get to cast his turn. Us now. Go in for this. That gives you a self-heal. Hit him on him. 3 health back. And then we get to swoop in for the kill. Just hit him in the nose. There we go. Oh, wow. There you go. Protection
This expedition
stone.
at least promises success.
Scouting. Don't be another combat room. Thank God it's fucking empty. I just need to complete this dungeon. We're on fucking bare bones here. These guys need to swap places, don't they? Yeah, you second position. Right, here we go. Try not to search it if you can avoid it, guys. I can't eat any more food, which means I've just got to go into this.
The light, the
I've
promise of safety.
I've got to go into these last couple of rooms with just what I've got. Contents is ours. 25 gold, I'll take it. Not made much of a haul. Plenty of heirlooms, not very much gold. 250 gold. Right. Go. And a combat room. Right, tempting goblet. Fuck. Stress damage in. 2 forms of stress cantations. Lots of stress. Right, she's damn near... You're damn near stressed out. I can't lose Vestal. 4. Bleed. Right, not very much I can do here apart from maybe stun this guy. Stop him from using his turn. He's stunned. Right, let's start fucking him up. So, I can go for the Mighty Smash, or Mighty Swing. A lot of damage. Does a lot of damage to this guy at the front. It's stress... Yeah, Yeah, I've got to... It's stress damage I'm going to have to try and deal with. But at the minute, I can't risk it. Lovely. Killed the guy at the front. His turn's wasted. Right. You, he's unholy. Kill him in one shot. Lovely. Corpses are there. Their turn's next. Our turn's first. Right. Shoot the guy at the back. 7 damage. That's a good hit. Vestal should be able to finish her off. Stress Cantation. 3 damage. Lots of stress. Right. You're going to have to go for the stun. Why can't? Please. Oh my god. Okay, this is bad. Right, start stacking bleed on her. That's a nice heavy hit. Bleed's gone on. Right, you are going to have to kill this corpse to shuffle them forward. Right, his turn again. Oh, don't put her over the limit. 99! Lord Mary! Okay. She's 1 stress point away. How much is she taking? 2 points of damage. Right. You must finish this fucker off. You must. You have to. Positively must. Thank you. Right, you can equip trinkets when you've looted them when... I know, yeah.
Be wary. Triumphant pride
Heirloom
precipitates
chest.
a dizzying fall.
Don't have a key. It's trapped. Don't be stressed. Don't be stressed. That's quite a nasty bleed. Right. The last room. Don't be a combat room. Don't be a combat room. Don't be a combat room. Hallelujah. Oh, do I have a shovel? Please have a shovel. Please have a shovel.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing
Oh
passage.
my god. Right, that's it. Dungeon should be complete. Lovely. Return to Hamlet. We got out of there by the skin of our teeth.
The great ruins
Jesus.
belong to us, and we will find whatever secrets they hold.
Now, it wasn't that much. It wasn't a very profitable run. I'll be honest. We didn't make that much gold, but it's okay because we absolutely hauled crests out of that dungeon. Look at that. Like, and crests are much better in the long run. Right. So, Nether 666 got a -1. Is only allowed to visit the brothel for reasons best left to discretion. Okay, deviant tastes. That's nice. Negative debuff. Dipsomania. Intense craving for alcohol, which means he'll only drink for stress relief. And Vestal actually got on guard, which gives her +4 speed on the first round and +5 dodge on the first round. Excellent.
I can still see their angry faces as they stormed the manor. But I was dead before they found me. And the letter was on its way.
Lovely. Okay, so that's the taster of the darkest dungeon for now. That's all we're doing for now. It's been 2 hours, 20 minutes of bug fixing, and a couple of hours of the darkest dungeon. But you get the idea. And maybe this is a game that you guys will enjoy playing as well. I don't know how much it is on Steam, but it's very much a game that's being developed, and it's one of which, like I say, the gameplay pace has improved over time. So, if you did enjoy this, yeah, thank you very much. There's closing things. That's right. Yeah, thank you everybody for following. If anybody donated, to be honest, I haven't checked, but thank you very much. I literally don't know if you have. But yes, if you did, awesome. So yeah, it's about $20. It was very expensive. It's probably best to wait for a sale then. I know we've just had the Steam sale, but yeah, probably best to wait for another one then. I wouldn't go out and buy it at full price. I don't think. It's a good game, but it's not full price good. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, smashing. I'll see. Yeah. that's it. That's my closing note. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. 52 crests. 52. Like, that is so many. That's really fucking good. So yeah, thanks very much, guys, and I'll catch you all next time. Don't know when that's going to be. Hopefully tomorrow. Might be the day after. I've actually got Fridays off now. So yeah. You still want people doing art for you? Yes. Yeah. If people want to, are interested in maybe doing a little bit of channel art, sort of as a commissioning bub, if you like, yeah, just feel free to drop us a private message on Twitch, and I'll more than likely get back to you. Probably not tonight, or if you want to send us an email, it's longlivequebec@gmail.com, would you know? And I'll read through that there. That's only if you're interested. So yeah, thanks very much, guys, and I'll catch you then. Bye.